Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hello and welcome to this episode of our show. This is your host, Keith Doherty. Today our special guest is top real estate broker Melissa Honea of Dream Home Properties based out of Ridgeland, Mississippi. Melissa has been a realtor in the Jackson, Mississippi metro area for 10 years and a broker-owner of Dream Home Properties since 2013. Dream Home Properties has been awarded the distinction of Best Real Estate Company in Ridgeland, Mississippi since its inception. Melissa was chosen as a top agent in Mississippi and was on the cover and featured agent in July 2015. A multi-million-dollar producer since 2009, Melissa has achieved the Accredited Buyers Agent, Seller's Representative Specialist, and Certified Negotiation Expert education and designations in the realtor field. All right, with all that said, Melissa, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
Hey, Melissa, if we could start for our listeners, what led you into real estate? Was it something that you always knew you wanted to do, or did you maybe stumble into it?
I love houses and I love people, so real estate's a natural fit for me. I've been interested in architecture since I was a child, and I grew up in a house that was built in around 1900 in South Mississippi, and I've always loved houses and had been thinking about becoming a realtor since I was in my early 20s. I graduated from college with a business degree and an emphasis on marketing and advertising. So for 15 to 20 years before becoming a realtor, I pursued sales and also advertising. And then I decided it was about time to realize my dream of becoming a realtor.
And can you talk a little bit about some of the personal attributes, traits, or qualities you think have most contributed to the success that you've had in real estate?
Of course. I have a really deep passion for residential real estate, and I'm driven to help my clients achieve their goals, whether they're buying or selling their home. I believe that my client comes first always. I'm driven to succeed. I have a strong work ethic, and I'm genuine and truthful with my clients, even when it's not what they want to hear sometimes. I believe in helping people, and I want to make a positive difference in their lives. I love what I do, and I plan to do it until I die. I will never retire.
And do you think you could give our listeners an example of when these traits have played a role in your path towards success?
Well, when I meet with a buyer or seller, I think my passion and dedication to real estate shines through, and that helps me build a rapport and then subsequently a relationship with each of my clients. I intend to be their realtor for life. When a client refers me to a friend or family member and comes back to me repeatedly over the years for help with buying or selling their homes, then I know that I've done a good job for them, and I'm thankful for their repeat business. And that is one of the big things that allows me to be successful in this industry.
And Melissa, I think when it comes to success, that getting there is not always a smooth road. There's sometimes bumps along the way, and there's trials. Can you talk a little bit about some of the adversities or trials that you had to overcome in order to achieve your goals?
Yes. When I first started in real estate, going from a salaried position in advertising to a commission-based career, that was the hardest first step for me. I prayed and prayed about it, and I felt God's blessing to go forward with it. When I decided to become a broker and go out on my own, I prayed again until I felt God gave me the go-ahead. Then when I started my current company that we've been in business for 4.5 years, Dream Home Properties, I took on the responsibility of training and mentoring agents who work for me. And it took a lot of praying until I felt God wanted me to do this. But all of my agents are multi-million-dollar producers, and Dream Home Properties has been awarded Best Real Estate Company in Ridgeland for every year since we formed the company. So I feel like everything has gone according to plan.
Excellent. Well, Melissa, I think that, sometimes as you're going along that path, it's always interesting to look at, why people don't give up. So I guess what kept you going despite having these obstacles? Why didn't you give up? What was your driving force?
My faith in God and His direction that this is how I can best utilize my talents to serve Him and others. There are always obstacles in each transaction and with each client, but I would never give up. I work through those and make them as easy as possible on the clients, and I think they appreciate that.
Excellent. And I guess kind of looking forward, what is your vision for your career and your business, say, over the next 5 years?
I plan to continue being a success, growing my business with new clients and new agents. And I feel the best way that I market myself and my company is the Internet. Buyers and sellers are on the Internet looking for realtors and at homes, and I concentrate my marketing efforts there.
Excellent. And I guess kind of on top of that, what do you feel is the best way that you market yourself as a real estate professional so that you can have continual growth?
Well, a lot of my business comes from referrals from past clients, but the Internet is really where people are looking for information, whether they're just starting the process of buying a home, just starting to look at homes. They might be 2 years out from actually being ready to do something, but usually when I can connect with them right away, then they will stick with me and I will help them all along the way until they're ready. And they're on the Internet, and I advertise heavily on the Internet, market our company really well. So that's usually where we start.
And Melissa, I think sometimes when people look at real estate agents, there's sometimes a perception of what they actually do, what they bring to the table, what value they provide from both a buyer and a seller standpoint. What do you think the biggest misconception or myth people have about working with a real estate agent?
I think that a lot of people feel that real estate is an easy job. Actually, it's very stressful, takes a lot of time and effort. There are so many intricacies and details to manage for each client on each transaction that are not realized by the client, because often we do these things for our clients and they never realize what's going on and what we're doing in the background. There is so much work that we do behind the scenes that people don't realize what all we are doing for them. I try to keep my clients informed about what's going on so I can hopefully answer their questions before they arise. Real estate can be a stressful career in today's market climate, but it's also a very rewarding career if you do your best for each client. And the rewards of helping clients fulfill their goals and dreams far outweigh the long hours I put into helping them.
And Melissa, let's say you get a call from a family member or a friend and they're in another state and they want to sell their home. Now, obviously, potentially you could look up agents and do a referral and things like that. But from a general advice standpoint, what advice would you give them about selecting an agent that could best serve their needs?
Well, if I were recommending the agent, I would do some research and talk with agents that I felt had the best market expertise in the area where my family member or friend is moving. So in order to help them select the best realtor for their particular needs, I would interview agents in the area that show the best experience and market expertise.
And Melissa, if obviously based in the Ridgeland, Mississippi area, if somebody's looking for real estate services or an agent in that general area, what's the best way they can find out more information about you and how you can help them?
Yes. We are based in Ridgeland, which is sort of in the middle of the Jackson, Mississippi metro area. So we service a lot of different counties and areas surrounding Jackson, Mississippi. Basically, the best way to find out more about how I can help someone is to talk to them. they can Google me, and I'll pop up just about everywhere on the Internet, along with testimonials from satisfied clients. And my contact information is always at hand on the web.
Melissa, obviously we want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule here today to come and share your professional real estate experience with all of our listeners. And if you want to learn more about Melissa, like you said, you could Google her. Also below this interview, we'll have a link to her site and any other contact information we have so you can see how she can help you. So with that said, everybody, until our next show, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.